Hey guys, it's your girl WAHEEDA, and I want to introduce you to someone that is very, very special and essential to this game, my friend Bimmy. And I want you, although I know all this stuff about you, I want you to tell everyone some of the things that you have been a part of. So what's going on?
Well, I've been part of a lot of things, back in the day, I mean, I was a Run DMC. I was the guy in the B-boy stand on one side of the stage and Hurricanes on the other side. That's how I started off. And then went to prison.
You went to prison?
Yeah, went to prison.
How was that for you?
It's fun.
Crazy experience.
It's fun. You back with old friends. Fun. So I came home. I got with Corey Roney. He was a VP at Sony at the time. Time and Total right-hand man. And came to him, and he knew me from the streets, and I said, yo, I need a job, because my parole was like, listen, you gotta get a job, you're going back to jail. So he said, yo, what can I pay you? I said, the money don't matter, just give me a check and show them I got a job. And he said,
just give me that label.
Give me that label. So he hired me, got a job. I ain't know nothing about music, but I knew about music because I was Run DMC, but I ain't know about producing, I ain't know about all that stuff. So one thing led to another. Anthony Mason, he played for the Knicks at the time, and that was my man. I should take care of him, and he gave me $50,000 and said, "Yo, welcome home." And I put the $50,000 back in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So before I came from prison, when I went to prison, my bail was $2 million, and Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown bailed me out. So before I went to prison, Whitney gave me a prayer. She told me to read this every day. And I used to read it, not every day, because I forget sometimes. Mm-hmm. But when I did read it, and she said, you'll come home faster. And, and I did come home faster, and I made a promise to God. So going back to Anthony Mason, my promise I made to God was I was never going to sell drugs. I wasn't going to do none of that no more. And I did it. And I lost the money within, a week.
Can't break your promises to God.
You know what I mean? I learned that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I broke my promise. I found myself back on the 4th floor, go back up north, and I called Corey. I said, yo, they locked me up, boom, boom. And so he came up, little letter and all that type of stuff, and got my job back. And from there on in, I ain't never touched nothing. I just chilled out, you know what I mean, and learned how to produce, learned the boards, learned everything. So I just jumped in it. And then Coogee Rap had a remix he wanted us to do. And that was my first record, the Coogee Rap record. It's a Shame. So, they didn't make his album. Not him, that's another story. It's weed. So it made it, whatever, video, everything, whatever. Then LL came, we did something for LL, and it makes LL's album. So I was mad at him because he's from my neighborhood, I know him. Queens. So I'm like, Farmers Boulevard, that's where I was born and raised at. So I'm like, yo, what's up, man, right? So Corey said, chill, because you never know when you gotta go back to that person.
That's right.
In this business, don't ever disrespect no one in this business. So food for thought to Hard Rocks. So later on, I was doing something with Mariah, Tommy, Corey. Tommy said, listen, how can I get you a check? And I looked at Tommy, because Tommy told her, I ain't know what to say to this guy. So I'm looking at Tommy and he said, let me tell you something. Anytime somebody asks you how to get you a check, you make up anything. I said, okay. You know what I mean? So I didn't go with Tommy. Russell found out. Russell hired me at Def Jam. But he told me to go to Leo, and he's gonna hire you. So I went to Leo, your office over there. I ain't know nothing about A&R. You know what I mean? So Irv Gotti was there, JoJo Brim, you know what I'm saying? All them guys was there at the time. So I was learning from them as I was going on, moving on, just watching them through my knowledge, I was watching them and I learned. So I got on Slick Rick album, I did Slick Rick album, Platinum, I did LO album, Foxy. I just started doing albums, and all my albums go. So
So you was doing something right.
Yeah. So I stayed at Def Jam for 8 years. You know what I mean? So then I was doing the LL second project. He gassed me up, saying yo, you should get more money. Just gassed me. So I just left. I wasn't answering the phone. Tina Davis was calling. And Kevin Lyles called me. Me and Kevin Lyles was talking. He said, yo, you want to work from home. You don't have to work in the office. And all
you are an absolute legend, though, working with LL and all these other names. Now, I know that you're working with someone great right now, so I want to talk about him.
Yes, Flocka.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He's incredible.
Yes, that's my nephew. First, foremost, that's my nephew. And
You got a wild ass nephew.
a couple of them. Free KK, free Yodi. That's 2 of them, you know what I mean? But I got like 38 nieces and nephews.
Oh my God. What is Christmas like?
I mean, just trying to make another baby.
Jesus.
But I got a big family. You know what I mean? But Flocka, he was always a kid that was ambitious. Like he always certain his street shit. But I don't want to talk about his shit. But
we gonna talk about the good, positive, things that he do.
Yes.
He's so talented.
Yes.
Raw talent.
Yes. He used to come to the studio. He would sit on the floor and won't say nothing.
Just observe.
But it's not like he was into it, but he wanted to learn it, and he just was quiet.
He's still like that though.
He's
now.
like that now.
Yeah.
Even sitting here working Waka Flocka with him, and he's quiet. He's sitting there like amazed, like he give it up. Like if you don't know him, he's a real good-hearted guy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he gives it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's amazing. Like 4 platinum singles. No Hands went 3 platinum today. You know what I'm saying? So, he's doing well.
He's incredible. All this public relations stuff that he's doing. He's on all these different magazines. He's crossed over. People that you think would not listen to Waka Flocka is listening to Waka Flocka.
That's right. Somebody's listening, right?
Oh, my God.
All the bad press he get, like, he can't rhyme.
Everyone is listening.
Yeah. He's like, Leo always told me, he said, yo, stars is crazy. If you're a star, an artist, you got an artist, he's a star, that motherfucker's crazy. Somewhere along the line, he's the dumb out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be.
And those are the stars. God gift them with that. They gotta have that because they'll be different from you and me, all of us. Not saying y'all ain't talented, but he gives them that certain ingredients.
It's
you know
that aura. Now, what is it like to be so close to that, and how do you help inspire him? Because I know he goes through his periods where he's like down and he don't want to talk to nobody. Do you feel like you can break through to him and talk to him and uplift him?
Well, personally, I was really the only one that he couldn't call and come lift up. You know what I'm saying? Like I got 2 brothers, and there's 3 of us. We like his father, like all of us, because they ain't had no father, and we like their father. So they always looked at us like, we taught them as to be men. You know what I'm saying? So we was always close with all of them. You know what I mean? So if he down and he feeling away, me and him would talk. You know what I mean? But we don't talk long. But there's certain little words you can tell him, and he'll go and think about it. You know what I mean? But he listens. He's a good guy.
I really, really, really am very happy to see like how strong your family is. Because I look at his mother and I'm like, wow, she's fierce woman. And then to know that he's around you, it's no wonder that he's this successful.
Yeah, because like I said, like our family's like close knit. All holidays, everybody's back home. We all sleeping on floors.
Together.
Yes, everything. And we got more kids, so it be just bananas. You know what I'm saying? But we have fun. We have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Always cracking jokes from back then when this was that. Get on them, they get on us.
What do you feel about his team that he has? I know he has Frenchie, he has young Joey.
Yeah, well, that's family. Like Joey, that's my nephew. That's my brother's son. You know what I'm saying? Frenchie, that's my cousin. That's my aunt's son. You know what I mean? Like, it's all family. And Flocka, he had to really learn a lot of bad things that happened to him because he didn't ban his family, but his family wasn't close to him the way guys that was close to him that really didn't care about him, who he is or where he come from. You know what I'm saying? So, it's bad. But as far as the team goes, and we all over Chicago, LA, all that. But as far as immediate us is really blood. We got the same bloodline. So it's good. And I feel comfortable that he's around his nephews, his cousins and close friends like he grew up with.
3 things that you feel like up and coming artists, what they need to do to stay on point and to like really get themselves discovered, because that's always it's like when you're trying to get discovered, you're under this, you're trying to get over this hill.
Mm-hmm.
What's some things that you feel like you need to do to get over that hill?
Well, first of all, you got to stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what you come in with, you got to really live it. You know what I'm saying? And go for it. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nobody determine what you are, who you are, what you're doing. As long as you believe in who you are and be who you are, you'll win. You know what I'm saying? When you change how to be him or him or him, you know what I mean? You can't be him. They who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you trap yourself off like that, and then go in the studio and sleep there. Don't go there for 2 or 3 hours or 4 hours till I did a record. And all that. No, you sleep in that joint. Stay focused, stay there. No, and one thing I learned in life, to be successful, you got one thing in your life, you're gonna hurt it. I don't care what it is, you're gonna hurt. It can be your wife, you gotta break up from your success. But it's something in this world, if you wanna be successful, you gotta leave something behind. I don't care what it is, you gotta leave it behind.
Yeah, it might be the streets, it might be your family, it might be, hopefully it is, negative things are not positive things, right?
That's right. I believe in that though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give up. You gotta give up something. You gotta give up something. And reason why you gotta give it up, because it's gonna ground you and it's gonna make you go different ways to go to your success. But if you keep it there, you're gonna stay the same. You know what I mean? Because if you got that woman at home and you can curse on here.
Yeah.
And she fucking you right. You fucking you right. You really gonna think about let me go home fuck with my girl, you know what I mean, or something like that. Even like my nephew, they was in Atlanta a couple of weeks ago and they had a shootout, and he said, and he always do crazy shit. So he said to me and Waka the other night, he said, yo, the first time I was scared. I said, why was you scared? He said, I thought of my daughter. He just had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? So now he got something to live for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you got something like that, you stay grounded. When you got something like that you can say, that's mine, and
I want to protect that.
I want to protect that, and I got to survive to keep that happy. You're going to think that way. You know what I'm saying? Like most of these guys today, they don't got nothing to think about. They got nothing to think about. They really think them games they play is really games they can play on the streets. Yeah. Like they play manhunt on the streets. Yeah. Like they go to kill a nigga for no reason. You know what I mean? Like my other little nephew inside there now, his little friend got killed in the projects a couple of months ago, and they got cameras all through the projects, but the precinct can see everything that goes on. They sat there and watched this guy kill this guy. He shot him, boom, boom, down the block. The guy got shot, ran up the project, up the thing, and dropped. 5 minutes later, who you see? These two guys, they walking, just looking around, go back, pull the gun out again. He's laying on the ground. He's still alive, but bom, 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 hit him up on camera. Soon he did bom, bom, bom. Last couple shots, he went to walk away. The police was right there. They was right there.
What do you have to say about that? Because I know growing up in, like, especially certain neighborhoods, you just see police around all the time, but sometimes you don't feel like you're safe or protected, or, because you feel like they turn a blind eye to certain things.
Well, if I was a cop, I wouldn't get into that bullshit either, because them motherfuckers gonna kill me next. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy out there now. You know what I mean? If like back then when we was growing up, like it was something called a round table. Like, so like y'all crew, but Africa, he violated. And you the boss. I gotta come to you and say, yo, listen, I wanna kill Africa. Okay, why you wanna kill him? He violated, he fucked my wife, but it's not a violation. It's a woman.
Someone decides. And the shit gets deaded.
Yes.
Now
I'm not coming to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker and forget our friendship or what we got a bond. Yeah, it don't matter no more. It ain't no loyalty or none of no trust, none of that shit. He knows it because he got shot. He knows Waka. He knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta come home, dog. You same thing them niggas do. We do. Everybody do. You feel me? Yeah. So you know better. You know what I'm saying? But he's a man's man that love his dudes. You know what I mean? And I was like that. Still like that. Got dudes that burn me all the time. I was like, all right, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a loyalty. I notice men and their loyalty to their friends. That's always very, very interesting to me. I be like, wow, guys are like, so it's that brotherly bond that you have with your friends.
There's a thing called being too loyal. You know what I mean? Because
when is it that you're too loyal?
When a guy keep fucking taking advantage and you know he's taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? Borrow money and don't never pay it back. But you see him buying shit. Yeah, you see him buying shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So even with your time, like you don't hold your shit, your car, whatever, motherfucker come back late. Like, yo, dog, I tried to mean.
Yeah.
But it ain't important to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? What's important to him ain't important to me, or vice versa. So he didn't care.
Wow, you are dropping some gems on us today, and I'm so happy that you were able to join me. I don't know if you use social media, do you? Twitter? Facebook.
I mess with. I got
Instagram,
and I had Twitter, but somebody said some foul shit about me on Twitter. I erased that shit. I said this shit ain't real. This ain't for me. I don't even know who this motherfucker is. I want to what?
You wanted to beat?
Yeah,
Oh, you were hurt? Just that?
Motherfucker, don't play with me, man. You crazy?
That's that queen stuff, man.
For real though, man. I don't think no man should violate no other man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you violate another man, disrespect.
ready.
Disrespect is coming back around.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Don't try your new gun out on me, nigga. Fuck all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just keep that in your holster. We
good.
We good.
No Twitter for him. But what is your Instagram?
It's BIM3. BIM3.
Bim, I will be following you. Mine's is @1WAHEEDA. And guys, we will be back. Stay tuned.